Just got the tail light section prepped up, ready to put the new beaver tail, if that's what it's called. I cut this one out of another car. It's got some damage here, but I'm just going to repair that once it's on the car. I did repair the original one, but due to all the welding and that, I warped it too much. I didn't realise how much it actually moved it. I was trying to keep it cool as I was going, but it didn't work. So I've ended up cutting the tail light section out of this car here. Bit of a shame, but that's the one there that I repaired. I did all this rust repair work, but it just didn't go to plan. So if you're going to do this, I'd suggest putting the outer skin back on the car first before you put the inner skin back on. That way you can make it fit the car and get everything right, and then the inner skin will sit where it needs to. Alright, show you where I'm up to. This was a real headache getting this to fit, but I've got it welded in. I repaired that section down there. Got the boot lid back on, just to check that the gaps are still looking not too bad, which they're good. Next job will be to get the inner skin fitted into here, and then I'll be able to remove this brace that I've got. Originally I had it bolted through these holes on either side. Once I get that brace removed and back on there, I'll be able to fit the new boot floor. I'm removing the spare wheel well. I'm just going to put a flat piece in there. It's got to be making a bit of progress. Got this inner skin for the taillight section all welded up. All the rusty bits, you can see where it's got to replace a fair bit on there. And I've got the outside that you see looking good. That's still straight enough. I've fitted it to the car and it still fits how it should, not twisted or anything. So tomorrow I'll get this inner skin fitted, then get the rotisserie back out should, and I can get the boot floor in. So I'm just working my way around welding this back in. Slowly getting there. So got the tail light section all welded in. Lots of welding. Everything's all nicely painted. Front and back now. Hopefully no rust ever again. Now I'm just going to remove this brace that I've got on the rear rails so that I can mount the rotisserie back through these holes, and then start looking to getting this boot floor brand new to go in. Boot's fitting quite well. I've got it mounted back on the rear tail light section. Boot floor's just sitting in there. Remove that brace from the back. Now I can start trying to make that boot floor fit in. I'll clean all those welds up, get it back in epoxy. Just also doing the boot floor while I'm at it. I'll clean up all this and put some weld through primer on the flanges. Got the boot floor fitting quite well. It's pulling up hard against the railing, as it should. I had to bend this a bit more, this back section, because it wasn't fitting down right, so I ended up just using hammer and dolly and just that had quite a big round on it. I squared that right up and made it fit better. There, so I'll get into that, and I'm going to cut and butt it along the back edge there. Hopefully it works out. Alright, boot floor's in, shouldn't have to come back out now. I've cut all along there, pulled the piece out. Now just got to get it to weld it and marry it all up. Put some roofing screws through the rails to pull the floor up. It's sitting all quite well under there, as it should. So I'll get that welded in and I'll show you what I've got. Been working my way around doing these welds. Everything fits nicely. Reshaped all the back of the floor. Welded it off to the tail, the tail light section. And I'll zip that up once I get it. Everything else welded in, I'll make that fit. I started welding this up, a bit over halfway through it. I'll leave this video here and I'll do it in a two-part. I'm waiting on a few things to turn up, so I'll upload this one and then do another one when I finish it. The replacement boot floor doesn't quite fit properly, so you've sort of got to make these ribs line up as you go, which isn't too hard. It does work. Like that one there, you can see it's not even close to being where it needs to be, but I'll manipulate that and get it to look right. And that one there also, you see the variance in it, but it's pretty close. but don't expect them going to fit exactly because it's definitely needed a fair bit of trimming to get it to go in there. Another thing I'm toying with, I'm thinking about putting the spare wheel well back in. I was going to delete that, but I'm just toying with the idea whether I just put it back to standard. I've got a brand new one here. So I'll toy with that a little bit and just see what I do. Anyway, I'll do another video when it's finished.